Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back in another video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the TrueFree watch GT2, and it's been a while since I reviewed the original first watch that they made, and that one really impressed me in a couple of ways. It was a really great budget smartwatch, and in this one round, they decided to kind of still go on the budget route, but at the same time improving some aspects and just giving it a whole different look and giving you the circular shape. But before I even get into all of that, just make sure if you're not subscribed, just subscribe, ring the bell button, just so you can stay tuned for more videos like this in the future. So as I already mentioned, this watch I reviewed the original one. Now this one they improved a lot. Like I mean, they literally revamped the entire watch. So this one it's a circular design. Now when it came to circular watches, like I honestly was never a believer. I always thought since having the rectangular shape, you get more screen time, and the screen display will just look better, and you get more overall pixels. But it's not always the case. You know that's just a way of thinking that is outdated at this point because Samsung makes circular watches and there's whole other, even Google makes circular watches. So having the circle design, it really doesn't diminish or even like makes the resolution any worse. In fact, it kind of looks better in some ways. Like when it comes to screen glare and the viewing aspects, like circular watches, I've noticed for me, in my personal opinion, it they handle it better than the rectangular or square shaped designs. So this one, that is the biggest difference. That just from a visual aspect. They also have one button on this now. When it comes to one button on smartwatches, for me, I think like I generally tend to think they may be a little overwhelming because of the amount of things you can do on whether it's a fitness tracker or a smartwatch. That having one button being the on button, the back button, whatever usage is for, I was thinking it's a little overwhelming, and even for the Sunpeaks watch, smartwatch that I did, the review I kind of laid out that I really wasn't a fan of the one button, but with this one, like honestly, I didn't find it to be that bad. Like I didn't feel as though it was getting a little overwhelming trying to use just one button for everything. So the overall, and when it comes to the watch face and just the display itself, the display is really awesome. Now with this, you can adjust the brightness, which is something that I honestly dislike what some smartwatches do. It's like you can only choose between certain modes instead of letting you just choose at what level you want the brightness to be and adjust the nuance to the level that you want it to be. So this you can adjust the brightness. There's a whole host of different sports modes that you can have. I think there's over 100, but one of the key features that I really like is the fact that you can put your own, so you don't really just have to rely on the stock ones that are built in, but you can kind of like just modify to what you do. Like not everybody does the same exercises, and not everybody uses the same workout regimen. So you get to really just adjust it to how you want, which is really neat. Like I kind of like that. And moving on beyond that, it's a very comfortable watch. Now the leather is good; it stays on, but maybe this is just a personal thing or something that just only happens to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little clumsy. Who knows, right? But I just found the strap kept loosening every single time. So like I'd have this on for maybe like an hour or two, but the second, third hour, like the strap would just be flipping off, right? Like not the whole thing coming off, but like the first half of the strap where you kind of like buckle it under like a belt will just be coming off. So that part really was a pet peeve for me. Like it was really annoying. Like if I'm out for a walk and it just starts doing that and I have to adjust it, or if I'm out and about, like just the little things like that where like it got annoying, but it it kind of like just nicks the overall enjoyment of having the watch. Like it's a really great watch, but little things like that, or sometimes it's just the little things that kind of ruin an experience. Like I'm not saying my whole experience was ruined, but it definitely did get annoying. And the watch faces now, if you use the app, which well you're gonna have to use the app for a majority of the other features, then you will be able to change the watch face to whatever you want. There's a whole host you can choose from. You can download and just install them. But when it comes to the stock watch faces, I was kind of disappointed. There's only four, but they're kind of lame looking. Like they're not the best. They look all right. They're just really stocky looking. They don't look as dynamic as I would have wanted them to look. But at the same time, again, you can go to the app. The app is a really good app. It has all the smartwatch faces that you can choose from on there, and it even has different ways that you can customize the watch. So it's not to take away from the watch itself. It's just when it comes to the stock images, I would have loved to see a variety. even better selections, just so you can choose without having to go and do all that through the app. So I always mention this when it comes to smartwatches and fitness trackers. They're all gonna have, you know, the basics, which is a low bar at this point. You know, the blood oxygen counter, the stress level, the breath test, whatever. All of them come with that. So it's like, if all of them come with that, what is it that makes them stand out, right? Like, if all of them present the same features, what are the little things that kind of make them stand out in ways that it's going to make you gravitate to a certain company and not just cling on to one or whatever, or just not even disregard company, just like pick whichever one because they all come with the same features, right? So when it comes to at least like a standout feature for this watch, as compared to other budget smartwatches, is the notifications, honestly, and also being able to receive calls and calls from your smartwatch, and even just talk on the smartwatch. Which, honestly, for the price that you're getting the watch for, like I have an Apple Watch. Like comparing to my Apple Watch, like I can do that on my Apple Watch, but at a fraction of the price, I can also do that on this smartwatch. And it's totally unexpected too, because right, you won't be expecting that for the price that you get this watch for. So you would also be able to get like your notifications, like if you're getting messages on iMessage or text, and you can even get like emails. But I don't know if this is just maybe like for me, or like I run into a couple bugs while using this watch where it's like some notifications and even calls wouldn't get through. Like I wouldn't get WhatsApp, so I can't get like different apps, but you can get like your iMessage text. But at the same time, like Gmail also gets through. So it's just like there's some apps there that work, but some don't. So it's like it's good. Like overall, everything like it works fine, but you just run into sometimes bugs that like are just baffling sometimes. That it doesn't make sense. Like Bluetooth to be on and everything, but some software doesn't get through, which I don't know. It's just a glitch, right? It's not a bad one. It's just has its moments. And you also have like the additional feature, like to be able to control your camera. So it's a good smartwatch. Like it has a lot of stuff that smartwatches for that same price point do not have. It's also IP68 water resistant, so you could get splashed or you could even go for a quick swim with it and you'll be fine. It's way better than smartwatches you find like at competing prices. And as it comes to like budget smartwatch of the year, then it's a definite contender for me, top two, three, like up there, right? It's just the little things kind of like remove the overall experience, like the bugs, especially like if they can just work on the bugs, like the app is fine, and all is real on some apps for like some companies when it comes to multiple watches, because the app is part of the experience. So if the app sucks or if the app's not good, the experience is gonna be like it's not gonna be all there. So their app is fine. It's just if they work on the little bugs, like the little glitches that sometimes just like occur off the watch, then they'll be fine. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. And honestly, it's a smartwatch for me. So if you're looking to get something, I definitely. So if you're looking to get a smartwatch like this, I definitely recommend it. But then again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. JEDIJA,